Scrappy Peeps, Suzanna here today for Ellie's Studio, and I'm sharing with you this Foodie layout. I created it using the July kit and add-ons, and I want you to know that even though like the printables, it's the Great Outdoor Printables, and the paper stack is called the Great what is the paper stack? Adventures paper stack, and the Great Outdoors stamp set, that you can use this kit for so much more than just the outdoors. As you can see, this is a foodie layout. So I'm using primarily orange, yellow, and purple, not a color scheme, and red, not a color scheme that I would typically use. However, if you look at that main photo of the four of us at the top right there, my son is wearing his Alabama shirt, and then my daughter and I have purple shirts on, and then the food has a lot of yellow in it because we're at barbecue with mac and cheese. So that is kind of where I pulled the color scheme from. So I have a yellow header. I'm going to piece those papers up the top, and then I have one 4x6 horizontal photo, and I have three 3x4 photos and one 3x4 that is horizontal. The other two are vertical. And I want to get all of these on a page, and I am not really a pocket page person. I mean, I do pocket pages, but it is not my preference. And the reason it is not my preference is because one, I'm not used to doing them, and so those pages take a whole lot longer for me. But also, I always struggle with what to put on the back side because this is not my norm. And so I feel like I can make a pocket page on a 12x12 page and be just as successful. So I am going to kind of follow the format in a way of a pocket page, and I'm going to have pictures up the top and pictures up the bottom, and then I've got that space in the middle for my title and journaling. What does sort of throw the symmetry off of this is that horizontal 3x4 photo, but I love, so it's on the outside wall of the restaurant that we were at, which is called Swig and Swine, which is the title of this layout, but it says horrifying vegetarian since 2013 because it is a barbecue restaurant in South Carolina, and I just thought that was really funny, so I really wanted to include that, and so I will have to put filler above it to make it look more like a 4x3 vertical photo. So I've figured out the placement of all of these. You can see I've split that 3x4 card with the quotation marks, and rather than using it for journaling, I am using it just for another photo layer here. And so I figured out the placement of how these things are all going to go. Again, one of the things that I love about doing a pocket page on an actual 12x12 page is that I don't have to have all the right angles. I can put things a little bit haphazard as I've done here, and so I don't have to worry about perfect symmetry and alignment of things, because if I can not think about it, I'd rather not. So I'm cutting thin strips for the bottom, just to sort of ground the page, not sort of, just to ground the page, and tie in the colors as well. I've got a lot of color in the photos, and I feel like it needs some grounding, and that's why I really like that bright orange and yellow to ground the page there. So the bulk of what I'm using here are the cards from the kit itself and tags from the cardstock die cut tags, as well as the chipboard speech bubble stickers, and then die cuts from the kit itself, and that really makes up the bulk of all of the embellishments that I am going to use here. So despite the fact that I had perfectly aligned all of this beforehand, because I took it all off the page and didn't sort of didn't semi-stick it down before I did, the alignment of this is all funny, and it feels like it's all falling one way. And the building standing sideways, it just feels funny, and so I need to fix that, and I can't remember how I had originally had it laid out so that it worked, and so you'll see me messing around with this a fair amount in order to get it right, and it ultimately ends up right, but it just, it needed to be tipped. It was such a simple solution. All I had to do was tip it to the left, but for some reason that did not cross my mind. So I have this journal card that is also from the kit, and it says what's for dinner, and it's got the days of the week down the side. And I know I want to cover up the days of the week because I want to use it for journaling, and there is the perfect solution for it. So that way I can incorporate what's for dinner, but not have to worry about how I've got the days of the week there, because this is just one night's dinner, not a whole week's worth of dinner. Um, so the one of the add-ons this month is the chipboard die cut tags, and they are absolutely fantastic. They come in a wide variety of colors and sizes and even types. And if that isn't enough personalization for you, you can get the dies. The nesting tags, metal dies, are absolutely fantastic. I have a layout coming up that I don't actually have a video for, but you'll find on Instagram, where I have literally surrounded the outside border of the page with tags, and so some of my photos are actually die cut with the tags too. And I've used the Adventure 6x6 paper stack for that, and so definitely look out for that. There's a layout that I did previously of circles that are surrounding the edge, and so I mimicked, and then I did another one with 3x4 cards, and so this one is tags. So those are the chipboard bubble speech stickers, and speech bubble stickers. I absolutely love those, especially the one with the exclamation point question mark, because it's absolutely perfect for the saying of that's on that pig on that top left photo there. So in the already stamped tag on that 3x4 card, I put Good Eats, and then it's orange, and then I over stamped it with one of the Adventure Note stamps, just to give it it's actually got a double look. So the lines that are on the card itself, it's now been mimicked with that darker orange. It's very subtle. You wouldn't know unless you had the card next to it that had been unstamped, but I really like that added effect that I was able to give it. So I really wanted to incorporate a few more words scattered throughout the layout, but it's a fairly busy layout already, so I opted against that. Plus I have all of those speech bubbles in there in which to write little notes as well. So I'm working on my title here, and I'm pretty sure I want to do Swig and Swine. Initially I thought that maybe I might just die cut all of the letters, but I decide that I've got enough color there that that white space of just stamping the title in black is going to be much better. But I am going to use the orange just to pull a little hint of color there. And then I'm going to use this Jane large alpha outline to stamp Swig and Swine for the total there. And again, it's just going to be in that black outline. So off camera, I am going to use the this month you could have picked up the Tiny Shapes and Dots puffy stickers that were just the neutral, so black, white, and gray. I am going to put hearts over as the dots over each of the eyes in the title. I am also going to use the insides of the tags, so the little dots that look like confetti. I'm going to use those above the red tag just for a little bit of decoration, and I am also going to put some red variegated baker's twine into that purple tag up the top left there. The other thing that I do off camera, one of the stamp sets is the text message stamp that you could get this month. So it has a bunch of the smiley faces, sad faces, and I am going to put the smiley face, the happy face, on two of the spots in the layout as well. Then the other thing is, because I've got that very obvious black pig and I've got a lot of dark in it, I am going to cut out two black banners that will be, you can see them there on the close-up as well. So that is my foodie layout created using the July kit and add-ons from Elle Studio. Enjoy the close-ups. Thanks for stopping in today. I hope you're doing well. Take care.